As one of Florida's only remaining relatively unexplored angling frontiers, Pulley Ridge is an incredibly diverse coral reef system flourishing on a series of submerged barrier islands situated some 100 miles west of Key West. Northwest of the Dry Tortugas Ecological Reserve, the ridge stretches some 60 miles north to south and reaches near abyssal depths. Originally discovered in 1950, the area's diverse and remarkable habitat remained a mystery to marine biologists and to the recreational angling community for over 50 years. Only up until recently has this mysterious reef system been somewhat explored by both biologists and by avid anglers willing to make the long journey well over the horizon. And the findings have been astounding. Pulley Ridge is home to colonies of photosynthesizing corals, including brittle concrete-like plates intertwined with leafy algae. All of it somehow adapted to thrive in the low-light environment. The resulting bottom composition with its endless cracks and crevices provides prime habitat for a plethora of forage which go on to support dozens of different predatory species thriving throughout the water column. Okay, so this is that plate coral that makes up the bottom out here at Pulley Ridge. And I'll tell you what, it's an area of high concern because these deep water corals here are doing better than the corals like on the shallow reefs in the Florida Keys, right? There's more bleaching, more pollution, more activity, right? That's affecting the reefs that are degrading rapidly. But out here, the coral seems to be doing really well and growing on these submerged barrier islands, but that's it right there. I mean, look at that. Very brittle.
Laying right on top of that.
Yeah, it was just laying right up, on top of that. Beautiful colors like that, right? And I don't know, how lively. Oh, of course, look at those little crevices, right? Little shrimps and crabs and everything, grow up in there and hide in there. And that's where the whole food chain starts, right from that right there. That is Pulley Ridge. It's right in there, look at that. That's algae, if you can believe that. That's what makes Pulley Ridge so spectacular is the bottom here. It's this amazing coral, these plate corals, and this really like lettuce leafy-like algae. That's what this is, that grows, you could see, intermixed with the coral. Throw that back immediately, but I'll tell you what, you're not supposed to be in possession of it or, of course, damage the fragile bottom here in any way, but really an amazing habitat that's found nowhere else. When considering its location, combined with the loop current flowing into the Florida Straits, Pulley Ridge ultimately nourishes the entire Florida Keys reef system. So rich in life, the ridge acts as a nursery for countless snapper and grouper. The resulting fry nurture the shallow patch reefs along the Atlantic side of the island chain with new life, thus sustaining abundant fisheries to a far greater region than originally suspected. With so many square miles of relatively uncharted territory and so much fishable water still to discover, Captain Greg Mercurio, who pioneered this fishery aboard his legendary Yankee Caps, continues to unravel the mysteries of Pulley Ridge with each visit to these distant waters.
Fishing Booker has thousands of local guides, over 40,000 fishing trips, and hassle-free booking all at your fingertips. For everything from inshore fly fishing to deep sea trolling and even more unique experiences such as bow and spear fishing, head to fishingbooker.com to take a look at some of the best deals and reserve your fishing trip today. Fishing Booker. Fishing trips made easy.
Dependable terminal tackle is vital in every venue. That's why professional anglers targeting bonefish to blue marlin rely on Diamond Fishing products. With an extensive selection of the finest monofilament, fluorocarbon, and braided fishing line in the world, it's time you avoid the rest and rig with the best. Diamond Fishing Products, the official line of Florida Sport Fishing TV. tournament-winning fishing teams, and busy charter captains from coast to coast.
Chaos. Gear matters.
And we got him, baby. We got him. Oh, what a swab. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Right there. What a stud. That right there, baby, is deep dropping.
Chaos. Gear matters. Shop online or visit our new superstore for everything fishing.
Amongst cats, there are many lions, but only one rules the pride. Sea Hunter CTS. Carbon Kevlar construction. Optimum stability. Decisive performance. Sea Hunter boats. Factory direct sales. Factory direct service. #1 in owner experience. Schedule a zero obligation sea trial and feel the difference.
From an angling perspective, Pulley Ridge is a remarkable destination like no other. It's when daylight turns to night that nocturnal hunters emerge from the cooler depths to begin a nightly feeding spree rarely ever captured on film. Without penetrating sunlight, the top of the water column now provides a reprieve from the blistering daily heat and leaves specialized hunters with a deadly advantage over their prey: stealth. So jigging out here, of course, is an absolutely fantastic option. And you can jig from the bottom to the top, right? Because, of course, right on the bottom, you've got the muttons, the red groupers, scamp groupers, variety of groupers, actually, and a variety of snappers, and they're all within that, we'll say, 10 to 20 feet of the bottom at the most. So if you really want to focus on the bottom fish, just work your jig in that strike zone. However, from there to the surface, you've got the blackfin tunas. Although you will pick off the blackfins right off the bottom on occasion too, but if you really want to increase your odds on the tunas, work your jig at least 100, 150 feet off the bottom. Get it up high, they're up high. And make sure when you let it fall that you're constantly paying attention, because they're notorious for picking it up on the drop and you'll just go slack. I'm hoping to just go slack. The rhythm doesn't need to be crazy, as long as there's a rhythm. Keep that jig moving. Everybody has a different rhythm. It's whatever works for you. You can go slow. You can go a little bit quicker, a little more erratic. Heck, you could just race the jig through the water. Or you could just sweep it. Hit the bottom. I'm almost there. 1, 2. Pretty much just bounce it. So you know that jig is just darting and pitching left, right. Just falling right there within 5 feet of the bottom. With daylight hours spent targeting deep-water grouper, tilefish, and various snapper species, it's when Mercurio repositions his vessel to the shallower banks west of the drop-off where the mass feeding frenzy begins to build in the ship's lights. The illuminated orb surrounding the 100-foot aluminum craft reveals juvenile squid and flying fish by the hundreds. Patrolling the outskirts of the melee, savage barracuda, relentless sharks, and undoubtedly the most skilled hunter of them all, bottlenose dolphin race in to pick off one tasty morsel at a time. Destroyed the evidence of a barracuda. I mean, look at that.
Be, right? Missing
2 hooks here, missing a hook down here, ripped apart.
Frayed leader.
Right there. So obviously some sort of toothy something just
Slammed it.
annihilated it, but, well, that's why we fish 20 feet of top shot, cut a few feet off, retie. Get back in the game. One of the awesome things about fishing out here is it's a real target-rich environment, so it's a great place to try different types of lures, different types of jigs. I'm fishing the squid treks, the Nomad squid treks. See if this thing could entice a bite. And it did right off the bottom. Where are you? Hold on. Coming up. Cool. So like I was saying, this area, it's a target-rich environment, so it's a great place to try lures that you may not have an opportunity to fish in other areas. And look at that. That's that Nomad Squid Trex right there. He just nailed it. Look, he just hooked on that one hook, but he got it. Just working it real slowly right off the bottom. And that ham bone snapper, of course, thought that was a real squid and just inhaled it. Awesome. Gonna drop that back down. With adrenaline and caffeine fueling the addiction under the light of the moon, anglers still on their feet are often privy to a rare wildlife encounter. For me, these natural encounters with marine predators hunting prey in the wild on their own terms is just one of the many factors that make Pulley Ridge the incredible angling destination that it truly is. Just having a hard time getting bit on bait. I'm not having a hard time getting bit on the jigs. Doesn't feel like, what is that? Small blackfin right there. Yeah. Gaff.
Yeah.
Get him? Okay, I'll slack off. Okay.
He took off before I could even get on him.
That's all right. Don't worry about it. We're gonna get him. Gotta get him right now. Wow, he's pissed. He is just like mad. Look at him. How's that one? Fatty. Strong fish.
The best days happen out here, where the only thing on the line is what you can catch. And every cast could be the one that fills your memories with the fish of your lifetime. Mercury engines are made for exploring. So are you. Go boldly.
The weather is beautiful and the fishing is great. Captain Pips has the largest rental boat fleet in the Keys, including new twin-engine center consoles. 5 locations, 150 boats ready to fish and cruise. And we deliver. Stay and play in a fully appointed cottage or catch the sunset off your very own Aqua Lodge. For the best hassle-free vacation the entire family will enjoy, no one does the Florida Keys better than Captain Pips. Mention Florida Sport Fishing and receive 10% off your entire stay.
Above deck or below, Easy Anchor Puller is the way to go. From the Hero Series pontoon anchoring solutions on freshwater lakes and rivers to the Rebel Freefall Series when fast anchor deployment is critical in deep coastal salt water, there's an Easy Anchor Puller for every application. Aluminum or fiberglass boat Easy Anchor Puller drum anchor winches are compact enough to fit in tight spaces and made with all 3/16 stainless steel components so you can easily mount them above deck or below. Visit EasyAnchorPuller.com, call 1-800-800-1640 today.
Need a new ride for your fishing ventures? Something to carry a few poles? Or maybe something stronger? Southside Kia has a huge selection of pre-owned trucks and SUVs to choose from. Many come with our exclusive lifetime warranty to give you more peace of mind. Plus, we'll make it easier to upgrade with up to $5,000 more for your trade. Get down to the water in a pre-owned vehicle from Southside Kia. Visit SouthsideKiaJacks.com. Get your next ride at Southside.
Rigging Station, proudly presented by VMC, your expert in hooks.
Hey guys, on this episode's rigging station, we're talking about fishing Pulley Ridge after hours at nighttime here. And while there's a couple of different rigs that work really well, you know, the sliding fish finder type rig with a sliding egg sinker, that's the primary rig. Incredibly effective. A lot of guys fish this, but there's another rig that has proven to be even more effective. Let me show you how that works. We simply take our top shot off of our running line. We take a 50-pound diamond ball bearing barrel swivel. We slide that right up on the line. We take another swivel, the same one, tie it on with an improved clinch knot. You know, 5 to 7 turns is perfectly fine. Moisten that knot. Always lubricate that line. I pull it through, inspect it, make sure it looks perfect before snipping off any ends. You know, you don't want a lot of tag end. That's for sure. You want it clean right there. Very, very clean. And remember, we still have the first sliding right there, that barrel swivel right there sliding on the line. Now what we're going to do is take a piece of 50-pound diamond monofilament. Okay, we'll usually go out there at Pulley Ridge, 6 to 10 feet is perfectly fine. You know, other places when we're mutton fishing, we'll tie a leader that might be 50 feet long. But out there at Pulley Ridge, just not necessary. It really isn't. The fish have, you know, never even seen a bait out there. They're nowhere near as spooky. So you're okay fishing a shorter leader. Same thing, moisten the knot, tie it to the other side of the barrel swivel, trim it. Sorry about that, trim it. Obviously my, 6 to 8 foot length of 50-pound leader is gonna be tied to my VMC 9.0 inline tournament circle hook. You can get away with a 5.0 or a 7.0 hook. I like the 9.0 because I'm really looking for that fish of a lifetime. And out there, you never know when you're gonna hook that giant black grouper, and you're gonna need a little bit of a beefier hook. So again, we just create a small, boom, loop knot. I want my hook connected to the end of my leader with a loop knot, okay? It just allows my hook maximum freedom in order to do its thing and catch that fish in the corner of the mouth. So there it is, tied on with a loop knot. Again, we've got approximately 8 feet of 50-pound monofilament. This certainly could even be fluorocarbon, okay, if the fish are being line shy. Generally not necessary out there, but it is an option. And then finally, on that other little barrel swivel, what we're gonna do is tie our lead to that. We're gonna take another piece of 50-pound, 18 inches, something like that is perfectly fine. You can tie a lead on, you can put a loop on the bottom of that short little trace and, put your sinker on through the loop. I don't care how you do it, but obviously just connect your lead to the bottom of that right there. Once again, trim it off nice and clean. So there it is, that's my lead. I'm going to tie that to the other side of that sliding swivel, and that allows that lead to sit on the bottom but not create, let's moisten that, okay, not create any drag or restriction when a fish picks up the bait. So once again, here it is. You can see, here's my running line coming off my rod. There's the sliding sinker right there, obviously sliding on the line that hits the bottom. I've got another barrel swivel right there, 8 feet right to my hook, a nice streamlined bait, maybe a whole squid or a nice strip, half of a goggle eye, fresh ballyhoo plug, whatever it is, make sure it's streamlined, it doesn't spin, as fresh as possible, drop it to the bottom, do it right, you're gonna get tight.
For over 80 years, Furuno Innovations have helped more fishermen find and catch more fish than any other brand. And we're raising the bar again with Navnet TZ Touch 3's new PVG and Fish It Drifted technologies. Build your own 3-dimensional shaded relief charts to find trophy fish others have missed. Perform accurate drifts the first time, every time. Be the one everyone follows. When you're serious about fishing, lead the way and get serious with Furuno.
Since 1977, the legendary 100-foot Yankee Captains has set the standard for overnight fishing. With the latest sonar technology and unrivaled service, no one does it better. Whet your appetite with a 2 or 3 day trip to the world-famous Dry Tortugas, or jump aboard an epic 4-day adventure to the rich waters of Pulley Ridge and beyond. Fish around the clock, relax in air-conditioned comfort, catch the trophy of a lifetime.
Florida Sport Fishing TV proudly utilizes and endorses Taco Marine, makers of Shade Fin, a lightweight, versatile shade system that easily attaches into rod holders, tops, and arches for convenient portable boat shade. Shade Fin, shadow in seconds. Tropic Trailer, Florida's largest dealer, has the right trailer at the right price.
Nighttime fishing here requires dedication and perseverance, not to mention patience. After prowling the depths all day, anglers often relax and rejuvenate for some time before heading back to the rail, where a dedicated few, not willing to miss a minute of action, will ultimately spend the entire night. Tell you what, you better have some stamina, man, to do these trips. Right? I mean, come on, dude. We've been fishing for long in the hot sun, delirious, no sleep, dehydrated, starving, smell like a squid, look like dirt, look like a squid. But here it is, 1:30 in the morning, and still fishing. Just getting warmed up. With the boat drifting across the bank with its powerful lights beaming into the otherwise black space, marine life of all forms continues to build until an all-out assault often erupts in the wee hours of the morning. Aggressive blackfin tuna rarely let a jig slip by. 25 million people across America are going to watch you land this fish. What's your name? Are you single, dude? Because if you are, this is about to hook you up, all right? What's your Instagram? or what are your Snapchat or whatever the kids use nowadays? What? Tinder? Yeah. See him on Tinder. Hooked up. Right there, it does. Look at that. Putting the heat on him right there. There you go. I just want to see what the hell this thing is. Dude, what is that thing? Straight up and down. The whole fight right there. Very, very odd. Shark that ate his tuna, you think? But no way, dude. Straight up and down like that?
Watch that blue line. It's wrapped.
So, oh, there's his fish. Big blackfin. With a big cuda on him, but a big blackfin. Nice one right there. Look at that. Beautiful blackfin tuna right there in the lights, Pulley Ridge at night. Oh, that's a big cuda too. Look at him. Watch, now he's gonna get his head down. Here comes the cuda. Ooh. Got him.
Nice shot.
Nice tuna here. Thank you, Captain.
Bait fishermen hoping to tempt snapper and grouper patrolling the lower echelons of the water column typically opt for single hook fish finder rigs with 7/0 or 9/0 circle hooks baited with fresh goggle eye or bonita. Often, a steady pick of ham-bone snapper, red grouper, and trophy mutton snapper keep even the most exhausted fishermen on their toes. The highly prized mutton can be incredibly wary in these forage-rich waters where they truly have their pick of prey. With an impressive sense of smell and sight, the most mature mutton often ignore everything presented to them. That is, except one single irresistible offering, flying fish.
For the mutton, same bait. 3 baits in a row. Flying fish. Every single time. That's beautiful.
An odd prize for a deep water predator, but a delectable treat nonetheless. Watch it. Come on.
Ham bones like jigs.
Like that.
I like that jig.
Yes.
There we go. That's a great looking fish right there.
Ooh, that could be a tuna. Could be a tuna for sure. Switched over to bait. Calica 12 2-speed on the Chaos. 30 to 60 pound, 8 foot snapper grouper rod, just a perfect setup for this type of fishing out here at night. There you go. Oh, sorry, Marco. Even after a decade fishing these rich waters, I learned something new with each visit at a distant fishery that has a way of humbling even the most determined angler. Next trip, though, I'm certain I'm gonna crack the code. Butterball, baby.